Hello and welcome to week 6. This week has been all about balance. For Addison, it's her ever-present progress on balancing her head on top of her neck. But for Alice and I, it's about balancing our relationship, work, the house, time with friends, this very vlog, the holidays, and of course, being new parents. So this week we go out to dinner, make a possible breakthrough about Mickey Mouse, finish one home project and promptly start another, and more in this week of life with the Carlins.
Okay, what are we doing this morning?
We are going for a walk and going to get biscuits.
Yay! There's a place we can actually walk to from our house called Scratch Biscuit Company. And it's like a
so
local,
good.
awesome biscuit place. So here we go. Alice, what's going on today?
We are having backsplash put in, so our kitchen's gonna be done.
Finally! So exciting!
And my dad's doing it.
Oh my gosh, and I'm home, get to see. Oh my God. It looks so good.
Okay, so we are ordering some Christmas presents for my mom and sister, and during when we clicked the shipping options, it had a same day deliver. So if you order by 12 p.m., it says it can get you the items by like the same day, like today. So we're gonna try it and see if it works. It's like $15 instead of free shipping, but I think it's worth it to just see.
Yeah, it's like where we live in Roanoke, this is not usually an option. Like we don't typically have same day delivery for Amazon or any of like those big things. So we just feel fancy. So we're going for it. Treat yourself.
Hey, my girl. It worked.
How we doing?
We're snuggling.
She being cute.
She's being so cute.
Okay, Alice and I are currently working on tummy time with Addison, and while doing so, we kind of stumbled across a theory that we think is kind of interesting. So, like for her shower, we were given these like super high contrast cards that sort of have just basic images because it's supposed to be, especially in early development, really easy for her to like look at the difference between the black and white contrast. And we were trying to get Addison just to react to something. Allie, hold up what got her. Look at Mickey's face. It's high contrast. Maybe that's the reason we all love Mickey Mouse. Because he's like the first thing we can identify. See if we can get her to smile.
Let me get her coffee.
What do you think, Addie?
What is it? What is it? Good job. Good job. You like Mickey?
Can you see Mickey? Can you see Mickey? Yay! Oh my gosh. Come back across. Can you come back across? You're doing so good, girl. Big yawn.
We're losing her.
Oh. Okay, I'm super excited about tonight. Alice and I have a date night with her sister and her husband, Mike. We're gonna go out to a cool new place to dinner, and then we're going to a thing called Illuminates here in Roanoke, which is like this area of the forest where they have literally just gone through and wrapped Christmas lights around everything. And it's like a half-mile long, and you just get to like walk through and take it all in. It is really, really, really cool. One of those things you just get to do this one time of year. So we are super excited and gonna go check it out. Are you gonna get a cocktail?
Yes.
What you gonna get?
I think I'm gonna get skiing in the Alps. I know, it has everything I like. Gin, grapefruit soda, cranberry. I'm excited. Mama's out. I'm bad at this.
Huh?
I said I'm bad at this.
What do you mean you're bad at this?
Okay, so I changed my mind. I'm gonna do now on the Serengeti, except I don't know what a Serengeti is.
What do you think a Serengeti is?
Well, these are all places. No, they're not all places. I don't know. I can't even use context clues for this one.
Okay, so this place has really cool cocktails, so we all ordered something different. You'll have to let us know who won. Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, I like that.
Is it good?
Yeah. Nice taste.
Melon. Cucumber.
I want dumplings. I also want to try the pork belly. Okay, that's pretty much it.
Well, that's pretty easy to find.
Well, from that, I also want to try like all of the sides. Then I feel like I can't have the sides without an entree. That's why they have a whole price point, because you can do it. Is that weird to not get an entree? Yeah, look at that.
What do you think, Al?
Looks good, even though it's supposed to be naked, and it's got a bun. Even though, like, I didn't order it naked. It said it was naked on the menu. And I, like, slaved over this menu.
I thought you were saying naked a lot.
It's supposed to be naked. I wanted a naked burger.
Okay, so update. Dinner ran long, so we missed our booking for the Illuminates event, unfortunately. But now we're driving the neighborhoods where there are lots of lights up and it looks amazing. So this is what we're doing instead.
They're so pretty!
This past year, Alice and I did an enormous amount of work around here at the house. We completely redid the kitchen. We brought our washer and dryer upstairs from like our dungeon of a basement. We redid our upstairs bathroom, which is the only bathroom in the house. So lots of like really, really, really big stuff. But the whole time there was always like these like tiny little details that hadn't been completed yet. Like we still didn't have the backsplash here in the kitchen because Alice's dad, who does tile work, was doing us a favor with it, and we just had to like work around his schedule, which was no problem at all because it was absolutely worth what we got in the end. But now that it is finally complete, it has definitely got us like wanting to like work on a couple of the other rooms in the house. My office, notably, has been collecting boxes for months.
So it's so bad.
It's pretty bad up there.
It's our catch-all.
It is, yeah.
It's the junk drawer room.
That's such a good way to put it.
Yeah.
It totally is the junk drawer room. So it's got like all of like the Christmas presents piled in one corner of it. It's got all of these things that we've been buying for the past several months to try to make it look like a finished room. So like if you were coming around our house, it doesn't just look like this mishmash of random bits and bobs. So today, if Addison will stay asleep, we are going to try and tackle it and put it all together, and hopefully it looks like something in the end. I feel like we've bought so many things.
I know,
and
it's gonna be like Christmas.
There's a part of me that thinks that we're gonna be done and it's gonna be like a rug and a desk.
No, really?
It might. Anyway, yeah. So we're off. I always feel like this is kind of embarrassing and funny, but this desk right here is like the first, I don't know, professional-ish
desk that I ever bought back when I was doing like aquarium installation. And what I loved about it was that it literally is like broken glass inside of like panes of tempered glass. So it's not like abrasive or anything like that. But I think the rationalization, the creative thinking at the time was that it was this like, the idea of broken glass around aquariums is like the last thing you want. And I think that I was trying to be all like, keep the worst case scenario close to you as a reminder of what you don't want to. It was the dumbest thing ever. And it's an incredibly heavy desk.
Addie promptly woke up.
No, Addie!
That's okay. We're working on nap time.
As long as we are in here, here's like the 10-second Addison's room tour.
It's kind of messy.
It's a little bit. I love how it turned out though. I love the
I
green
do.
wall.
Green wall and the butterflies. And all the rainbow stuff.
The lighting from this side is so much better than it was from the other side.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You look amazing.
Thanks. I think we got her to sleep.
Yay.
Try again.
Right.
We're gonna try to get something done. We'll see how far we get. Maybe this will just literally be us telling you that we plan to eventually fix this room. Starting point, goal number 1 is literally just take everything that's in here currently out so that we can start with like a clean, fresh room. It's always really funny what you find when you're like digging through a room you haven't really like dug through in a very long time. But this right here is our giant Jenga set where we went through and we added like rules to each of the individual blocks. So as you're playing, like whatever you pull, you actually have to like do that task. Like this one is like 10 burpees or switch drinks with the person to your right. Give 4 drinks. It's actually just a really, really, really fun gift idea, I think. It's like to go through and like fully customize it or put like some of them down. And then what we usually do is like every time we play, we'll just like choose one block that we haven't written on yet and add a new rule. And it's just evolved over the years. And it's a lot of fun. We call it Drinka. I think this has got a pretty interesting story to it. But when Alice and I were getting married, she was looking at like Pinterest for a whole bunch of different ideas. And we were getting married at Disney. So while we were down for our planning session, we were like, we'd really like to have a disco ball somehow, which I guess was popular at the time. And this is what they came up with. How great is that? Oh my gosh, hold on. Do I have the light? There it is. That's pretty fun. Well, someone woke up from their nap, so we're gonna go eat some lunch. Maybe give her some lunch. See if the swing doesn't put her down. What do you think, little Addie? Is it because this was originally supposed to be your nursery and we gave you a different room instead?
Maybe.
Because if that's the case, I would blame the router because that was the one thing we couldn't move. It has to be in here. We don't want the router to be in your room. No. And we are back. Maybe. We'll see. We're getting like 15 minutes at a time here. Fittingly, while this table was supposed to sort of be like an homage to aquarium failure, the way you move a giant piece of glass is literally the way you move a giant aquarium. Suction cups.
Sometimes I think you get me to do things that I don't know how to do so you can laugh at me.
What? No.
Yeah.
You got this.
Alright, so you push down.
Yep.
No?
Yep, you getting it.
Oh, that's it?
Keep going until you can't see the red line. Red means broken glass.
It's already broken.
I know.
Oh, you're making a joke.
A joke.
Oh, jeez.
Got it?
Yeah,
You feel okay?
yeah.
In worst case scenario, we break it, so.
Oh, gosh. That would be a lot to clean up.
It would be.
No, you're gonna hurt your back.
It's okay.
Yeah, I know. I can see this happening already. Oh. My knuckles just lit up.
The really funny thing about having like a literal 90-pound piece of glass sitting on top of this is that the frame is like the most rickety
It's like 5 pounds.
piece of nothing, anything. Like I'm like, who thought this weak little thing would be good for whole? I mean, look at this. Yeah, wiggle it, Allie.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Whatever.
That's scary. You should just be able to speed bump.
Speed bump. Would you guys sign a petition for a speed bump in our neighborhood?
People.
People.
It's crazy.
We got kids at play.
No kids at play.
Ease down. I think this is just like one portion of the aquarium. You know?
I could totally do this for a living.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. No problem.
No problem. You're hired. Y'all, Alice is a badass.
Pretty strong.
Can you flex?
I know. I got noodle arms right now.
It's in. Bye, desk. Nap check. Oh no. All right. Got ourselves an empty room. Except for the router. Okay, so one of those things that I've seen forever, and this is in no way, shape, or form sponsored, but we did purchase, is one of those like ruggable rugs where you're supposed to be able to like take the top off and like throw it in the washing machine or something. So when they came out with a Mandalorian series earlier this year, I really loved one of them because it's like that very subtle kind of like fandom-esque, but if you don't know that it is, then you also can't tell. So let's check it out. Glad I got you here to do all the lifting.
You know what? That's what I'm here for.
That's what I'm here for. This rug was pattern approved by Alice here. Right?
Pattern approved by us?
By you.
By me.
By Alice.
Yes. Hopefully. I hope it looks the same in person. Rugs are so hard to buy online. Whoa. Did you just throw it down the steps?
Bucked it down the steps.
Okay, that's not how I would have done it, but...
This is like one of those weird things, but we never buy pads for under our rugs. But with this one, I did. And I don't know if this is like one of those...
it has to have one.
Well, it doesn't have to be padded.
Oh, so you gotta... Okay.
So this is like gonna be cushiony.
Oh.
But it's like one of those things that I feel like as you get older, this is like the type of like life upgrade you make.
So this, I think, needs to be attached to the rug part.
Okay, so why don't we move the design part out of the room entirely?
This is so weird.
It is weird. It's like that's like the so you could throw this in the wash. Okay.
That's cool. Feels sturdy.
It does.
Feels cushy. Okay, so it looks like, do you see these corner things?
Yeah, so they like wrap around the edges there.
Oh,
And I would say that I was more sold on the pattern than I was on the opportunity to like be able to clean it. So
yeah, it's really light, so I feel like we're gonna need to clean it. Oh my gosh.
I think literally this right here is why it's a Mandalorian. That's supposed to be like give it his head.
And that's the Mandalorian.
Oh wow! Literally, I'm so glad you're here.
You're the expert.
Apparently not. I'm gonna have to hand over Super Carlin, brothers.
Just let back in my host.
I think it looks great.
Thanks.
Honestly, it laid out way quicker and faster than like a standard rug does. Where you kind of like lay down the corners. Okay, so yeah, literally, me saying this is really all that makes it Mandalorian. Alice pointing out that's the Mandalorian's helmet.
Is that one the helmet or is this one the helmet?
That looks like the helmet too. And that. And that.
I just lifted this by myself and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's heavy. It says team lift.
Alright, up next is going to be the desk. Desk legs, that is. So, the opposite of the last desk, where the legs weigh like 80 pounds. I'm so glad you're just doing this in the background. The legs weigh 80 pounds, and the desk itself is just a platform. Alice, what type of test did you say this desk was going to be?
Why? I didn't say anything.
You didn't say nothing?
Nope. I said this would test our marriage. What did I exactly say? Divorce test?
Is that what you said?
I don't know. It's also blurry.
It appears to be holding though, people. So far, so good.
Should we like body slam it.
Should we buy?
That's the real test.
Let's give it a go. 3, 2, 1.
Beep beep chewy.
Now, with any luck, we'll be able to say first try. Right?
Okay. First try. Did you want to say it?
No, I'm glad we shared it. Shared experience. That was pretty cool.
Whoa, this is cool. I need this at work.
Should we just get you another one? Because
We did it. We're not getting divorced.
yay, we made it another day. All right, desk down, chair up. Minimal assembly required, hopefully.
I was like, is that what it says?
No, that's just what I say. Oh, it's pretty.
Ooh. Oh, it matches our bar stools.
It does. Wonder if it's the same brand. And there it is. Okay, so what's felt like an entire mountain of boxes is basically what you see behind us. A rug, a chair, and a desk.
It's like a little lackluster.
It's like,
Anticlimactic.
what do we put in that corner? Or on any of the walls except for that one? I mean, I'm happy with the room though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like,
It just needs like a lot
it's a
more.
little bit of a letdown.
Darn it!
There's a part of me that thinks that we're gonna be done and it's gonna be like a rug and a desk.
No, really?
It might. It might.
Normally, this is where I try to piece together the week, find some kind of common theme between all the different activities we did and how it's all somehow related. But this week is a little different, because in a rare occurrence, I think my sleep-deprived past self borderline venting to the camera after a long day said it better than my rested voiceover booth self was able to.
Well, we didn't exactly finish. Nor am I entirely sure that we even had everything that we would have needed to actually finish. I think in my head I've been buying an enormous amount of stuff. In reality, apparently that was a desk, a rug, and a chair. Which is not nothing. I'm pretty proud of it. At least it's clean. At least a lot of the stuff is out of the house. But in a really kind of like interesting way, I feel like this very idea, the very idea of having a semi-ambitious goal of completely turning over an entire room in a single day, is kind of representative of like where I'm at with things right now in terms of adapting to new parent life and everything that's going on. Because the hard part of being a parent has absolutely nothing to do with Addison. It is like all fun all the time. I'm never upset to, change a diaper or get up in the middle of the night to feed her or anything like those things. While, tiring, are fun. They're exciting. I don't mind doing them. I think the thing that I've had a harder time adapting to is recognizing the fact that I, as a person, like to be very busy. I like to be very productive. And so I think typically in my life, I run at 100% or as close to it as I possibly can at all times. I try to be productive if I'm awake. And I think that is something that I'm really realizing that I'm having to respond to, that I think that like it's not so front and center of your brain that like this is what's wrong. It's just sort of like something feels off. And I think for me, it's the fact that the time commitment to raising a child and the fact that she is the number one priority at all times means that like even if there's something I really want to do and it normally would be the priority in my life, it doesn't get to take that priority anymore because she is always going to be that top priority. And so I think where my brain has bucked over the past 6 weeks or so is really kind of coming to terms with like what is off. And I think a lot of it is just that I, go to work all day or work out and then go to work all day and then come home and she needs help and attention and all those types of things. And I don't know. It means that as much as I probably am used to getting done every week, as much as I expect from myself to get done every week, not every ounce of it is being done. And that's okay. I mean, it really is. It's just, I think that probably at the end of each day, my mind is kind of like trying to recap. It's trying to reconcile. It's trying to say, like, what did we finish? And this time of year, there's a lot of stuff. There's Christmas shopping and wrapping presents and preparing for the holidays and mailing out holiday cards and just lots of little extra tasks that I also very much enjoy doing, but trying to fit those into the other priorities, the things that I want to do as the things that I choose to do, not the things that I have to do. I think that those are the ones that are probably being pushed out, and I think that I feel that. I think it's as much as I want every bit of this period of time to just be fun and exciting and happy, and it is, it's hard not to acknowledge the fact that it's hard. It has an impact and it'll wear on you, but it's also just so ridiculously worth it.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to let us know any adventures you'd like to see us embark upon, and subscribe if you haven't already. Otherwise, until next time.